which way to go and whatnot. And what happens? Allah subhanahu gives him revelation. And Allah subhanahu asks him, وَمَا تِلْكَ بِيَمِينِكَ يَا Musa? Oh Musa, what is in your right hand? And he says, قَالَ هِيَ عَصَايَ, it's my staff. أَتَوَكَّأُ عَلَيْهَا وَأَهُشُّ بِهَا عَلَى غَنَمِي وَلِيَ فِيهَا مَآرِبُ أُخْرَى. I lean upon it, I use it with my cattle and the like, and I have a lot of other uses for it too. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells him to what? To cast the staff, to throw it down. And we know what happens. It becomes into a huge serpent. Right? Now what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in Surah An-Naml? He says, فَلَمَّا رَآهَا تَهْتَزُّ كَأَنَّهَا جَانٌ وَلَّا مُدْبِرًا وَلَمْ يُعَقِّبْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that when Musa alayhi salam saw it writhing around in the earth as if it was a snake, he turned around and didn't look back. وَلَمْ يُعَقِّبْ. He didn't return. He turned around and he ran away out of fear. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَا مُوسَى أَقْبِلْ وَلَا تَخَفْ. Oh Musa, come back and don't be scared. Again, the theme of fear recurring in the story of Musa. From when he was born, when he flees, when he's coming back. And then Allah subhanahu gives him the message of Tawheed and says, you have to go to the palace of Fir'aun and give the message right there to the biggest tyrant that the earth has ever witnessed. And so, what happens? Allah subhanahu says in Surah Al-Shu'ara, وَإِذْ نَادَى رَبُّكَ مُوسَى أَنِ ائْتِ الْقَوْمَ الظَّالِمِينَ قَوْمَ فِرْعَوْنَ أَلَا يَتَّقُونَ. When Allah called out to Musa alayhi salam and said to him, oh Musa, you must go to the people, the wrongdoers, i.e. the people of Fir'aun. قَوْمَ فِرْعَوْنَ أَلَا يَتَّقُونَ. Will they not have taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Will they not be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What does Musa alayhi salam again say? قَالَ رَبِّي إِنِّي أَخَافُ أَن يُكَذِّبُونِ. Oh Allah, I am scared. I'm scared that they're going to reject my message. And then he says, وَيَضِيقُ صَدْرِي وَلَا يَنطَلِقُ لِسَانِي فَأَرْسِلْ إِلَى هَارُونَ. And I fear that my chest will tighten and my tongue won't speak well. Right? He would stutter in his speech. So he says, so send Harun, my brother, with me. And then he says, وَلَهُمْ عَلَيَّ ذَنْبٌ فَأَخَافُ أَن يَقْتُلُونَ. And I have committed a crime from a long time ago. They still have that over my head. It's still hanging over my head. So I'm again, oh Allah, fearful, not only that will they reject my messages, but I'm also fearful, oh Allah, that they will kill me. And Allah tells him, كَلَّا فَذْهَبْ بِآيَاتِنَا إِنَّا مَعَكُمْ مُسْتَمِعُونَ. No, go forth, we will be with you, listening to what is going on. Musa alayhi salam goes to Fir'aun, he gives the message, right? Musa, he shows him the signs. What do they say? They say, oh, he's a magician, and they gather all the magicians. They make a deal, Fir'aun makes a deal with them. We're going to give you positions of power in the government, we're going to pay you, we're going to very handsomely, if you can defeat Musa. And so they gather all the people to come watch this grand spectacle, this battle, this showdown between Musa and the magicians of Fir'aun. And so Allah subhanahu recorded what happened there as well. When they asked, who should throw first, us or you? He says, قَالَ بَلْ أَلْقُوا. Go ahead and you throw your staff. Oh, you throw your sticks. So they threw their sticks. فَسَحَرُوا أَعْيُنَ النَّاسِ. Right? They bewitched the eyes of the people to make it appear as though these were alive. And so what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? فَأَوْجَسَ فِي نَفْسِهِ خِيفَةً مُوسَى. Again, Musa alayhi salam felt fear. He again felt this fear. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, قُلْنَا لَا تَخَفْ إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْأَعْلَى. We said, don't be scared, O Musa. Indeed, you will be the one who is superior. Right? Fear is a natural human emotion, right? And fear can lead people to do things that they would never imagine doing. It can lead people to commit crimes, what would normally be considered crimes. But the emotion of fear is very strong. It's very strong. And we find throughout the story of Musa that he felt this very natural emotion of fear. But every single time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was giving him guidance, giving him tarbiyah, giving him the way to navigate and deal with that emotion. Right? And that's what's interesting is because when we find the peak of the story, when perhaps the most appropriate moment in his life when he should be scared, after all these episodes previously, what happens? When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in Surah Al-Shu'ara, فَلَمَّا تَرَى الْجَمْعَانِ قَالَ أَصْحَابُ مُوسَى إِنَّا لَمُدْرَكُونَ. When Fir'aun sent his whole army out, when he himself came out ahead of this army to finished Musa alayhi salam off and Bani Israel, and they're fleeing Fir'aun. And they come to the edge of the Red Sea. And behind them is an army, horses and infantry and the like, and weaponry. In front of them is the sea. They have nowhere to go. And the people all around Musa, they're panicking. Inna lamudrakun, we are going to be destroyed. We are destroyed. This is it. Now, this is a point where Musa alayhi salam, before when he ran away, when Allah says he ran away from them, the soldiers hadn't seen him yet. He left, he fled his city, but he was scared. Right? Now he sees the army there, and not just 1, 2, 3 soldiers coming to apprehend him. You're talking a whole army of Fir'aun. And the people around him are panicking. There's chaos. And what does he say? This tawbiyah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shown through at this critical moment when he says, Kalla, inna ma'i rabbi sayyidi. No, Allah, we're not destroyed. Allah is with me. My master, my Lord is with me. And he will show me the path. He will guide me to the way. He will guide me to what I need to do. Right? And so, we live in a time now, just like Fir'aun, he justified his actions towards Musa and his people by causing fear in all his nation. فَاسْتَخَفَّ قَوْمَهُ فَأَطَاعُوهُ. And so they obeyed him. Right? And we see the public relations campaign he put on. Right? He told the people, in هَذَانِ لَسَاحِرَانِ, Musa and Harun, they're 2 magicians. Right? يُرِيدَانِ أَن يُخْرِجَكُم مِّنْ أَرْضِكُمْ بِسِحْرِهِمَا. They want to drive you out of your land with their magic. وَيَذْهَبَا بِطَرِيقَتِكُمُ الْوُثْقَى. And they want to take away your noble way of life. Your lifestyle is the best. And we see the same thing nowadays in attacks that are being levied against Islam. That they hate us for our freedoms. As it is between they and us. We're all here, we're all Americans. But they hate our freedom. They hate our lifestyle. They want to implement this or that, or they want to do this and that, and take away your freedom. Right? The same thing that Fir'aun did, we find people doing today. The same tactic of fear is being used in our election campaign right now. With Trump just relying on fear-mongering. Fear-mongering to gather the people and wow them up. And we've seen the fruits of that. We've seen what's happened already in Muslims just around the corner in New York who've been attacked. A sister whose clothes were set on fire. One of my good friends in Houston who was shot in Ramadan. Now, some of these are hate crimes, some are not hate crimes, but we know what's happening. Right? But you and I, brothers and sisters, as this Islamophobia is being spread, and the idea of fearing the other, fearing the unknown, or making another individual, another group of people seem inhuman, we have to collectively respond. We have to collectively respond. Right? What's greater than Islamophobia is Islamophobia phobia. Meaning we're scared to deal with Islamophobia. We're scared to stand up and assert our rights, or to give a voice to those who don't have a voice. Right? It seems like when we turn on the news, the unfortunate reality is that what we see happening in Syria and what's happening in Halab right now in Aleppo, and the continuing bombardment, continuing targeting of hospitals and schools and the like. One of my friends, he would go to Syria and go into Halab and work there as an emergency physician before Russia got involved. And subhanAllah, he showed me the video clip of literally when he first walked into the ER where he was working. When he literally, he says he goes there for about a week to 10 days, he would stay there. You sleep in the hospital, you don't leave. And he works 16 hours, sleeps for 7-8 hours, and back again working. But subhanAllah, when you say it was a war zone, literally it was a war zone. As soon as he walked in, right in front, there's people all over the ground, coding somebody right in front of them, all around, people with tubes in their chest, intubated, the like. We see what's happening. It almost breaks our spirits. It almost breaks our spirit. right? Again and again and again. Palestine, Iraq, Kashmir, here and abroad, everywhere that we see what's happening, right? And it's almost like we become numb. Just lose hope. You just lose hope. Like, when is it going to end? When is it going to end? And Allah knows when it's going to end. But what we do know is that the nations before us were tried. And what we do know is that they went through difficulty. Allah Ta'ala, He even says, حَتَّى يَقُولَ الرَّسُولُ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مَعَهُ مَتَى نَصْرُ اللَّهِ, until the messenger of Allah himself and those who are with him said, when is the help of Allah coming? So you see the Sahaba, they learned from the story of Musa. When the people of Musa are saying, إِنَّا لَمُدْرَكُونَ, we are destroyed, when they see the army, what do the Sahaba say when they see the army? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in Surah Al-Ahzab, that when فَلَمَّا رَأَى الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الْأَحْزَابَ قَالُوا هَذَا مَا وَعَدَنَا اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ وَصَدَقَ اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ وَمَا زَادَهُمْ إِلَّا إِيمَانًا وَتَسْلِيمًا. Right? When Fir'aun's army had gathered, the people of Musa said we're destroyed. When the armies of Quraysh and Ghatafan and all the different tribes surrounded Medina with 10,000 strong, an army of the likes of which the Muslims had never seen before. When the Sahaba saw that, they said, this is what we were promised. We knew we would be tested. We knew we would face difficulty. We knew we would do that, and what we would see these tests come our way. And Allah says, فَمَا زَادَهُمْ إِلَّا إِيمَانًا وَتَسْلِيمًا. This only increased them in their faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And their submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Their submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see, you and I, how we live our lives, it has an impact on the ummah globally. How we lead our lives, how we spiritually lead our lives, has an impact. It may be that the ummah is being deprived of provision from the sins of some of us. Or maybe the ummah may be deprived of victory because of sins of myself. Or it may be that the ummah is being deprived of this or that. And this is established, and we know from our tradition. In the story of Musa alayhi salam himself, when the rain had not come for a long period of time, and Musa alayhi salam, he prayed to Allah for the rain, and he prayed, and the rain didn't come. And then finally it came. And when it did come, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had told him that, He said that there was a person amongst your nation who has been sinning for years. And because of him the rain will not come. So send him out. Expel him from the people. Send him into the desert. And then we will provide you the rain. So Musa alayhi salam made the proclamation and nobody left. But then the rain came. So when Musa asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what happened? Why is it that the rain came but nobody left? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him that this person who was sinning for 40 years repented to me when you made this declaration for everybody. He repented. And so I will send the rain. So Musa alayhi salam says, oh Allah, show me to him. Show him to me. Let me know who this person is. And Allah tells him, oh Musa, I have covered his sins for 40 years. When he was sinful and he wasn't making tawbah. Now that he has repented, will I now uncover him? And so he kept him covered. But we learned that our behavior can impact the ummah as well. And so the story of Musa, there's so many lessons to learn, brothers and sisters. But one thing we learn is that we cannot be paralyzed by our fear. We cannot be paralyzed by our apprehension of the future, what it holds for us. We can't become a people, we should be concerned. We have to be connected to the ummah globally and locally. We have to be. But that concern and that apprehension and that fear needs to be guided in the right direction. Needs to lead to action, not lead to paralysis. Needs to lead to us standing up and making sacrifices, making efforts to stand up for those who don't have rights, whether it be quote-unquote Muslim causes or non-Muslim causes. For example, the Black Lives Matter movement. Right, the other day, the man who was shot in Charlotte, the mental health patient, he was a Muslim. He was a Muslim. His mom said that he would read Quran every single day. And he would read Quran waiting at the bus, and that's where he was killed. He may have been killed just reading Quran, subhanAllah. Right? But it's not about whether it's a Muslim issue or non-Muslim issue. It's a matter of principle. It's a matter of justice. And when we become a people who stand for that, then when Islamophobes like Trump or anybody on the O'Reilly and the like, when they speak, the people will know that, no, this is not the truth. And we don't do this for public relations. We don't we don't stand for justice, we don't serve the poor, we don't stand up for social justice issues because we want people to say that about us. No, because that's who we are. That's who the Prophet ﷺ was. That was the example that he left for us. وأقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. When Maryam alayhi salam gave birth to Isa, she was all alone. Right? She left in her pregnancy, and when she gave birth, nobody with her, and she needs sustenance. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells her that وَهُزِّي إِلَيْكِ بِجِذْعِ النَّخْلِ فَسَاقَطْ عَلَيْكِ رُطَبًا جَنِيًّا. Oh Maryam, this palm tree, she lay down next to a palm tree and delivered Isa right there, all alone. Imagine the pains of labor, her first child, her only child, without anybody there, and now she needs sustenance. Allah tells Maryam alayhi salam, in this state of hers that she was in, after just giving birth, shake a palm tree. Shake a palm tree, and the dates will fall for you. Now what can she do? You know, perhaps you've seen the clips now, the winds are going 100 miles an hour, and the palm trees are bending, but they're not breaking, subhanAllah. 100 miles an hour, the leaves are flowing in Florida, but the trunk, it sways a little bit, but it doesn't break. And ask a woman who just gave birth to shake a palm tree, what will she be able to do? But what Allah is teaching us is that we have to try. We have to do our part. We have to put in the effort. Right? Musa alayhi salam struck with the staff and the Red Sea parted. He struck though. He had to strike. She had to do the effort to shake the tree. So you do your part. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can bring the fruits from where He wants. He can cause mountains to shake for us. Right? But we have to do our part. So brothers and sisters, we have to keep our hope up. We have to keep an understanding that we will go through difficulties and trials, but Allah has promised for this ummah victory. And we just have to continue to do our part, to do what we can to spiritually cleanse ourselves and get involved in working in the community and in any sphere of influence that we have to make a difference. And lastly, I just do want to invite you, inshallah ta'ala, I came from Texas today to actually attend a program tonight with Islamic Relief. It's going to be at 6:30, between 6:30 and 7 o'clock we'll start sharp, inshallah ta'ala. A benefit dinner for our brothers and sisters in Syria, the refugees of Syria, who have left their homes and left their families, and many of them have lost many from their family, and now they are dependent upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than upon you and I. So tonight, inshallah ta'ala, at 6:30 to 7 at the Etna Fire Hall, we will be having a benefit dinner for them, so please try and attend. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك يا ربنا سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين واجمع كلمة المسلمين حق يا رب العالمين اللهم كن مع المستضعفين في مشارق الأرض ومغاربها اللهم إنهم ضعفاء فقويهم خوفا فأمنهم جياعا فاطعمهم عريا فاكسيهم حفاة فاحملهم مظلومون فانصرهم محتاجون إليك يا قوي يا عزيز عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون وأقيموا الصلاة. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا وجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.